Yeah, it's Don, the director of fun, and we are out having some fun. I'm just going to kind of scan around. I got some cool things to talk about today. But before we get there, I thought you'd like to see the sights. Now, this is in southern Utah, and some of you probably heard of this place. And there's some awesome looking red mountains, red rock. Let me see if you've heard of the name of this place. If you haven't, you need to look it up. If you haven't been here, well, you're missing out. Look at that, what it's surrounded by. See, the theater is up back in there. You got rocks over on this side. And you go back over here, you got lots of rocks over there. There is no place to get up and sneak in and see the plays up here without coming through the gates. Well, I'd say they do a pretty good job about protecting the quality and preserving the thrill of some of the plays that this place does. In fact, these mountain drops back here, if you ever come see The Sound of Music, they drop the flags and it's kind of eerie. Listen, I got something really cool to talk about. It's called protecting your business. I got 4 ideas, 4 things I'm going to talk about protecting your business. I'm going to get situated here because I got some notes I want to cover. And you're going to like this. Just like this theater protects their plays. Hey, stand by. We'll get right to it. Hey, how we doing? Hopefully y'all can line in and start to be able to see here. And sorry I have to do such an angle at this awesome location. I am here at the Tuacahn Amphitheater. They do live plays out here in the southern Utah area. And if you catch this, happen to catch this on YouTube, you'll actually see some pictures of it ahead of time and how it's surrounded and protects the play and the presentations that they do. All surrounded with red rock. Hey fellas, how we doing? All surrounded with the red rock here at the Tuacahn Theater. It's amazing. It's all live performances done by youth. It's pretty cool. One of the things I thought was really cool, hey, glad you're watching. One of the things I thought was really cool was they have a setup of mountains, red rock, not really mountains, but red rock hills, that protect the stage so that you cannot get in and see the play from the side. So it's an outdoor theater, but unless you're a good rock climber, you're not getting a free view. And I thought that was pretty cool. And while I was going through some stuff up here and having some fun, I thought, you know, this kind of reminds me on some thoughts I had about protecting your business and branding yourself with your business. Hey, Andy, how we doing? Good to have you on board. And so I thought I'd cover 4 ways that you want to take and that you may not know that you're doing possibly wrong or endangering your business. So how to protect your business? Well, you know, there's a quote by Richard Branson. He sent it out on a tweet, but I thought it was pretty cool. It said, train people well enough so they can leave. Treat them well enough so they don't want to. Well, you may think that only applies to employees, but I'm going to show you how that also applies to being in business, whether you're a traditional business like a real estate agent or an insurance agent. Hey, Devontae, how you doing? Whether you're a home-based business, whether you're direct sales, affiliate marketing, MLM company, doesn't matter. It's applicable. So let me kind of cover some thoughts. First one is, and this is going to throw a few people off and might even upset a few people when they see this, but it's let's talk about registering for events. So you're with a particular company, XYZ, and they've got this big Zoom thing going on, and your upline says, hey, you need to come register for this Zoom presentation and get all your people to register. Here's the link. Let's get everybody signed up so they can be on this Zoom presentation. Now, I want you to think about that for a second, because whose link is that they're all registering at, that you're sending your people, your contacts, to register at? It's not your link, is it? And so what happens with that link? Well, let's talk about that, because in that link, well, when they sign up, guess who has their information on their list? Because when they sign up for that particular Zoom, usually they got to put in a an email or a little bit of contact information. And if you didn't do things right, you just set that up on your upline or your corporate or your company's Zoom that you don't have control of. You don't have a way to follow up with it. You don't have a way to ensure what's going on. Now, there are lots of good upline people, but there are some upline people that aren't so good. I don't know who you have. Here's what I know. I want to protect my own business, and I want to be able to put things in a position where I control it. So how do you protect yourself when that comes up? Hey, Sandra, how we doing? So what you do is you go in there and you find that particular number, the Zoom number to register with, and you set that up on your own capture page, and you register them through your capture page. This way, you've got a way to have their contact information to be able to follow up after the webinar, make sure that things are happening, and if it was me, I would do the registering of them for that that particular Zoom event. That way I'm protecting that list. Now, there's some, I don't know if you've ever, a lot of people are in different types of businesses. If you see this and you happen to have had this happen, leave a comment down there in the remarks section, because it happens. But you ever had a back office shut off on you? Here you are building a company and you're using the back office to put all your leads in, and you are just busting it and you're growing a business, and you're counting on them to handle all your people, and all of a sudden they shut off the back office. Now what do? That list that you thought was yours, they own, and you don't have a way to access it. So now if you need to leave that company, let's say the company went belly up and it got shut off, or maybe you just get upset at the company because they changed the ingredients in the product, or they hired somebody to change things around, you don't like how business is running, or whatever reason it might be, you got to start all over because your list is gone. So protect your business by, when you're registering for different events, run them through your own capture page. Glad to help you with that. I've got some ideas you wouldn't believe, and they're economical, but you want to do that through your business. Number 2, stay organized. One of the things about this, and I've had to relearn some things when I got back into entrepreneurship from a different point, because it's all online now, but it's still about building relationships, right? So if you're building relationships, how do you keep track of information on various people that you're dealing with? Well, if you've only got 2 or 3 or 4 people, you might remember information, be able to call them up and talk with them, or chat on Messenger and be able to relate information with them, right? But what happens if you've got 100 people underneath you? Maybe not all the people you brought in if you're in an MLM group. If you're in affiliate marketing, which is kind of the fastest way to money, you may not remember everybody's name that came in. But if you have a contact manager, kind of like we do, that's got a note section in there when you're sending information back and forth, whether it's email, whether it's a messenger, whether it's a phone call, you're able to put little bits of information right there in your contact manager. And that way, when you decide to call them up, or you need to send them a specialized message about something, or a new event, or whatever it might be, you're able to look at the contact manager and have that information ready. Now, do you want to load your phone up with all that information? Or would you rather have it all set for you digitally so you can just access it whenever you want? You can print it, you can have it on paper, you can do a backup on it. But you want to have an organized way to stay in touch with and work with all the people that come into your business. And that's not just people who bought or joined. That's people who have just requested information and looked at, because you're going to want to be able to follow up with them, sometimes in person, sometimes different ways. So staying organized. Now, I like our CRM. It works awesome. Be happy to share that with you. But the key is have something. And this applies, whether you're a real estate agent, whether you're an insurance agent, whether you run a brick and mortar business, whether you're a home-based business, affiliate marketing, MLM, it doesn't matter. You still have to have those tools in line. If you don't, you're setting things up for other people to be able to work with and take away your clients or your prospects. Number 3, affiliate links. I watch this all the time, and I questioned this when I got started, because as I restarted coming into entrepreneurship again, that's a different story, we can talk about it. But as I started coming back into it, everything was online. I had to do a lot of learning. And so what I seen was everybody is just handing out their company affiliate link. I'm like, okay. So I give my company affiliate link to XYZ company, and you go click on it, and then you check out all the information. You might even put something in the cart, and then you get to talking, or you might get ready to join up, and you know what, I'm going to double check with Joe, I'm going to double check with Sam, I don't know, I'm not sure. So then you don't finish up the application, or you don't finish up the purchase. What happens now is that's called an abandoned cart. And I challenge you to call your company, your corporation, and ask them what the abandoned cart rate is on your affiliate link. They'll be happy not to share that information with you. And there's some reasons for that. So number one reason is they just inherited business that they can follow up after, because if you didn't have them go through your capture page and you just sent them your affiliate link and they didn't buy, they are getting information. Hi Sheila, how you doing? They are getting information from that company on follow-up. And here's the way I can challenge you to validate this. Pick anything online. Go in there to buy a hair dryer or a hair curler or whatever it might be. Put it in the shopping cart and then just click out of it. Don't buy it. And watch what happens to your email, because you're going to get blasted with email. Not only are you going to get blasted with email, you're probably going to get blasted with some discounts. You know, the best way to shop online is usually not to buy it when you get ready to buy it. Wait for the emails to come in, because you'll save money doing it. We do it all the time. But, so that's one thing. So now with the abandoned cart rate, the company or the corporate is going after your people that you gave your affiliate link to directly. You can't do it because you didn't set them up on a capture page. You don't have their information to market back to. You don't have a way to track whether they did or didn't. And you could have, had you just set things up through a good landing page, a good capture page, and preferably a bridge page. And if you don't know what these are, get with me, I'll be glad to help educate you. But a bridge page that teaches, talks, and introduces you, and we're going to talk about that in a minute as to why, so that you become the reason they do business, not the product or the service. So let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Here's another thing to look at on these links. So you send out your affiliate link for china dishes or makeup or whatever it might be, and your prospect gets in there and looks, but they don't buy. Just think about you yourself. You've clicked on a link. Do you easily remember that link 2 days from now, or a week from now, or 2 weeks from now? Maybe you didn't have the money till next payday to be able to get started in that business, or maybe you didn't have the money to buy that particular product or service. Now all of a sudden 2 weeks later you get ready to buy. Do you remember what link you went to? Most people won't. But in my case, if you came through my capture page, the emails that are coming to you are going to be from me, and they're going to be talking about whatever it is, the service or the product, and how we can help and that. But in those emails are going to be my links, not the corporate links. If you don't do it that way, the emails that they will get from your makeup company or your vitamin company or whatever it might be, your credit repair, most of those are going to come from the corporate. You want to take a chance on losing that much business? You got to protect your own business. So let me talk about the number 4 way to protect your business, which is to protect your brand. What's your brand? You are the brand. I am my brand. You are your brand. You need to help people learn about you and why they want to do business with you, whether it's buying your product or your service or joining your opportunity or whatever it might be. You know, when I looked for, when I was doing real estate, when I looked for particular types of agents based on whether I was in commercial or other types of things, I looked for the agent, not the company, not the branch of that they worked for or anything like that. I looked for the agent. I want to know what they accomplished, what they've done. Smart people are going to do the same thing, but the reverse side is, if you can help educate people about you, what you're doing, how you've done things, why it's a good idea for them to line up with you, you may or may not get the sale today, but you start building a relationship, which is more important than closing a sale today. And the ones that will see the value, they'll start to migrate back to you, and all of a sudden it's going to take on a snowball effect. So if you have a great capture page, and then you have a bridge page, or some people call it a bio page, that Takes you from your capture to a little bit about, hey, this is Don Rains. I'm the director of fun. Here's why. This is what I've accomplished. This is why you might want to think seriously about being in business with me or look at my product or my service. This is what I've been able to help people accomplish. This is what we are out to do long term and short term. That type of information doesn't have to be long and drawn out, but have that type of information on there, and then takes them to the product or service from there. Hey Norma, how we doing? Then it gives them an opportunity to learn about you. And it develops a relationship, or it starts building a relationship. Then the product or service that you're promoting becomes a byproduct of you. And that's what you want. It's not about the product or service. It's you first. And then, well, yeah, because this person is solid here and I like what they've accomplished and I like the way that they work with people, that's who I want to deal with, and they actually have a service or product that'll help me out, or it'll solve my need, or whatever the case might be. So the question to ask is, the people that I get through the funnel that I'm currently using, are they only good for this product or this service, or can I talk to them about anything else as time goes on? And if you can only work with them on this product or service, you're not branding you, you're pushing a product or you're pushing a service. But if you've done it correctly, as things change, companies go south sometimes, or they change the ingredients, or they hire a new manager in sales that changes and you don't like it, or some of them just go belly up. You want to start all over trying to get new customers? Or if you've done it right and you branded yourself, you got a whole list of people to talk to go back and just say, hey, by the way, things have changed, or here's something that's new, and you can just integrate new products and services on a continual basis because they are coming to you. They're not coming to XYZ company. It's all about protecting your business. You can either build a business that you think is for you, but reality it's your corporate's business, or it's your company's business because they're holding all your leads in the back office, and when they turn that off, you don't have access. And it happens. Ask around. Or you can learn how to set up a good capture page, a good bridge page. Hey Dustin, how we doing? And take that to your product or service so that the transition becomes of interest for your lead magnet to a little bit about you and why you're the person that can provide the value or service and help them go. Thank you, Dustin. I appreciate that. And then into the product and service that's going to provide the solutions for them, or you can just send them straight to the company and use that company affiliate link and lose any relationship building capability that you have down the road. Think it over. It's some things to think about, and most people are doing it wrong and they're building it for somebody else and they don't even realize it. Make sure I didn't miss anything else. First build your business. The business is you. It's me. The other stuff, that's a byproduct, but they buy me. When I ran insurance companies and investment firms, the people that we did business with came back and bought from us on a continual basis because of the service that we provided, the reputation we had. We were able to talk to them about anything. So there's your 4 items. Let me recap them again just by name. You can watch this again. It'll be on there. If you catch this on YouTube, make sure you like this, will you? Share it with people. Let me know where you're watching from. I always enjoy finding out where people are from and how far it's going. And hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel there. You might even want to hit that little bell thingy there so you know when I've got new ones coming out, because I've got some pretty cool stuff coming through. Love to share it with you. Love to build relationships. So here we go again. 4 ways to protect your business. Be careful about event registration. Hey Phyllis, be careful about event registration. Stay organized with your prospects and your clients. Don't treat them differently. Be careful about how you choose to use affiliate links, because if you're just sending out your straight affiliate link for your company or corporate, you're endangering a lot of your business and don't even know it, especially on the follow-up or on the abandoned cart. And protect your brand. You are the brand. Do everything you can to protect yourself and build yourself up. Hey, listen, I've enjoyed putting this out. If you see some value, like it here on Facebook as well. And the YouTube version will be released with some great scenes from the Tuacahn Theater here where I'm at. Been sweet. It's been fun. Director of Fun's got to go because, wow, there's stuff to do out here. Can't be working all the time. That's what auto systems and all that stuff is for. Glad to help you out with that too. We do that. Y'all have a good day. Look forward to chatting with you next time.